Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about something that can help you thrive in your relationships with other people. God really wants you to live an abundant life, and an abundant life has to do with your thriving relationships with God, with yourself, and other people. And one of the things that really hinders you from having this thriving relationship with other people is fear, and specifically fear of rejection. Just like other fears, fear of rejection also comes from your past pain where you experienced rejection. And here are some signs of fear of rejection that can manifest in your relationships with other people. One of them is you tend to reject others first before you might get rejected. And usually these reactions are either hot or cold. You either fight or aggressively let them know that you're rejecting them first, or you can silently shut down and withdraw to completely sever the relationship. Another sign can be you have a hard time accepting yourself. Somewhere in the back of your mind, you believe that what people rejected you for, like why people rejected you, is somehow valid. So if you start to believe that, then you open door for shame and you feel not good enough. You feel like you failed them and that they had every reason to reject you. That would lead to your self-condemnation and self-hate, which would negatively affect your relationship even further. And lastly, you have a hard time connecting with people and opening up to others by being vulnerable and authentic, because you believe that once you show your real you, then they might reject who you are. So what that does is it makes you create this unnecessary boundary between you and people, or this invisible wall in between you and others. And this invisible wall will hinder you from having this connection with people and cultivating loving relationships with others. So how can we be set free from this fear of rejection? Number one is forgive the person who had rejected you in the past. The rejection can come from different experiences in your life. It could be parental rejection, or relationships with past boyfriends, or even spouse, or even your friends, where when you repeatedly experienced these rejections from other people, you might be having this pain inside you. The only way to really heal from that pain is when you forgive those who had rejected you and to release them from your heart. People reject you out of their own fear, out of their own pain and life experiences. So it has nothing to do with who you are. It actually has to do with who they are. Forgive those who rejected you so that you can experience the freedom and the healing in your own heart. Number two is you must accept yourself before others can accept you. You don't need validation from other people. You have a choice to fully embrace who you are. Doesn't matter if it's good days or bad days. You can love yourself and accept yourself entirely. Number three is be brave and courageous to connect with other people. When you encounter a similar situation, your first narrative of fear of rejection can kick in. So when you see someone's behavior or someone's reaction, you might interpret that as, oh, that person's going to reject me. I must reject them before I get rejected, or I must withdraw so that I wouldn't get hurt from rejection. So you can have these kind of narrative in your mind, but you gotta fight that, because that narrative might not be true in that situation. You don't know if that person's reaction is really what you think it is, or it's just a story that's in your head. You can really read your mind with different thoughts, different scenarios. So give them a benefit of doubt. Maybe you can try to understand them, where they're coming from. You can understand their pain and kind of assess the situation with a different story where no, that person does want to connect with me. I trust that person wants to connect with me. Surround yourself with people who really accept you as who you are, but also be that person where you can accept others even though you see some signs of weaknesses and differences. Having a relationship with people and connecting with people has a risk that those people can hurt us or offend us, but it shouldn't stop there, because the beauty of thriving in such relationships far outweighs the risk of pain and offense. Always choose connection over disconnection. Jesus can really empathize with your pain of rejection, because he himself got rejected by people, even to the cross. So he knows what you're going through right now, and he wants to heal you in this area, because he was rejected for you so that you can be accepted. God fully accepted you and adopted you to be his daughter forever. And he will never reject you. He will never forsake you. He will never abandon you. He will never leave you. So you can trust him and be set free to live an abundant life. You can thrive in relationship with God, yourself, and others. Accept yourself, love yourself, be accepted by God, and accept others. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye, loves.